It almost looks like a turtle shell or something.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to see. It goes all the way down. Here's Rainbow Falls. This is the one that supposedly the Yellow Jackets are at. And then we're going to go to the Turtleback Falls. And so, I don't want to get stung.
Me either.
And so, but we're gonna, like I said, tread lightly. We are still on the very beginning stages of the hike. We came from this direction, and I looked over and I saw this little rock here. Sandra, pick that up and see. We've seen people do this before. They leave like little rocks and a little website or something on it. What does it say? Kenosha Rocks, Facebook. What if you take like a picture of it?
Probably.
Take a picture of the rock, maybe
Where we found it at.
Where we found it at. And anyway, I think we'll take a take a selfie with it.
Okay.
And then we'll send it to her or send it to them. I don't know if it's a group or something like that. And so, but at any rate, little things that you find along the way. We are taking ourselves a nice little sit-down break, and look like there's a little camping area. Got a huge fire ring over here, and it's right beside of this cool creek here. Now, I did bring my Sawyer squeeze with me, and I plan on, if I can, get some water where the waterfalls are at. I'm going to scoop some up, and we're going to try it. But this water right here is nice and clear. This would be some good source of water. I like to get water from running water when it's running at. And this right here is good and clear. We came from that direction right here down these steps, and I saw this rock here that has this little outcropping. You can see the stones down there, but it is a very steep drop off right here. And so, from what one of the other hikers told us, we still had about a mile to go, which kind of surprises me. But it's the actual hike, they marked it as strenuous, and so be some good training for Sandra and her trekking poles. And so I'm really hoping that this right here will help her. Trekking poles is just an absolute must. We saw one lady slip in a creek. She didn't fall, but she came pretty darn close. And so Sandra got a chance to see firsthand what happens when you don't have a trekking pole. Though you can slip. You can slip and fall with your trekking pole, and I have before, but if you use them right, they can be a great tool and keeping from that. But the water down there really does look nice. It sounds good too. Okay, this right here is Rainbow Waterfall. If you look right down here, I'm not sure if the camera's going to get it or not, but if you look down here, you'll see a rainbow right in this area here. And that is where that spray and the sunlight is coming together, and it's forming that rainbow. I can see it a little bit right here. Right here is where that's at. And so, but there's a little area. Now, what we saw on one of the kiosks coming over here is that they do not allow swimming anywhere inside the park, though I've seen people do it. And they said it's dangerous. People have gotten killed. And so, but this right here is Rainbow Waterfall, and it is ginormous. And so I'm on this little platform here. The trail goes right on up this way. And, but we came across here. There's a railing that goes across here. And so we passed somebody whose group has already gotten stung by a yellow jacket. And so they are really active. I mean, they're flying all over the place. Okay, I saw some rangers, and they told me that this is in fact Turtleback. This is the Turtleback Falls. And he says it does go up this way about another quarter of a mile, and then there's another little waterfall there. And but he said, yeah, people do slide. They'll slide down this into this water over here. Now Sandra and I, we were standing about right in that area there on a rock is where we were at. And so now she's over there somewhere. She's hidden behind a bush or something, behind a tree, but she's waiting on me there. She didn't want to take this any more further. And I will say this, guys, if you're going to take this trail, if you're going to come out here and do this trail, make sure you bring your trekking poles. Bring your trekking poles and bring you plenty of water. And so hopefully I can get my Sawyer squeeze in some of this water here, and I'm going to taste some of it. Okay, it looks like I've reached the end, because that says private property. And so that's the boundary right here. Trespassers will be prosecuted. And so I'm going to go back down here, and then the trail cuts off this way, and then there's the water right there. Looks like there's a little waterfall. Let's see what we got. Woo, look at all these roots. Ooh, the butterflies. Okay, there's the property boundary line there. So here it is. There's another one. Now this one is not on the map. But look at that. Oh, that must be fun to slide down. Then you got that pool underneath it there, or at the bottom. Wow. Awesome. And there's some little fish here. A whole bunch of little minnows right down in here. Whole bunch of them. That's cool. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful area. Definitely worth the hike. It's worth the hike, guys. I think I'm going to go back and try to meet up with Sandra, and then we're going to cut into the little river here lower down, and we're going to fill up that Sawyer squeeze and get us a nice, fresh, refreshing drink of this river. Here he goes, that brave soul. Oh my goodness. The rangers, they seem to think they didn't say anything bad about it. I don't even think they could stop people at this point. This is something I didn't notice the first time when I was coming up this. We're between Rainbow Falls and Turtleback Falls. But look at these rocks here. It almost looks like it was stacked up, puzzled together. And so I'm going to ask the employees at the visitor center about this. But it looks like it's puzzled together. But it's probably just split up. I mean, it really is amazing to look at. And so, I don't know. It's one of those little natural wonders, you know. If I didn't know any better, I thought this was like some ancient wall, you know. Oh yeah, that's good. It's good, ain't it? Yeah. Fresh mountain water. Okay, we're back at the trailhead. We're in the car cooling off. And what did you find out about the distance that we covered?
It was 5.5 miles.
5.5 miles. Now the map is showing us we should have only went about 3 miles. So I'm not sure, but there is an area where it does say this is
Leaving Gorges.
you're leaving Gorges State Park. So I'm not sure the other terrain. I mean, are they marking it a mile and a half? Is it a mile and a half from the trailhead to that marker? I don't know. I'm really not sure, guys, but all I can say is that from the step counter that we have, we went, how far did you say?
5.5 miles.
5.5 miles. 5.5 miles. And we did that in, gosh, I don't even know how long. We had a few little breaks.
It
but
took us about 4 hours. I'm going to say 4 hours.
Okay. Well, we're guesstimating maybe 4 hours. And, but it is a pretty strenuous hike, especially when you get into certain areas. You start getting close to the falls. In the summertime, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, there is lots and lots of yellow jacket nests. And we saw them. And so it got so bad that the rangers had to come in and start spraying the nest. And so, but at any rate, we are going back to the motorhome. And we are going to get the dogs out, let them do their business. And we are going to take a cold, super cold shower. And so, well, it was well worth the time. Great exercise, and I think we're going to be sleeping good.